how to turn it around even when you can't. Hello, I'm Fractal Future and welcome to the Vanguard of Light, where we help energy sensitive people take it to the next level and really crack open their beliefs and really come from a place of like, there's this non-physical world that we're connected to, we're a part of, and that we've got magic inside that's just waiting to be birthed. And this channel is all about how do we make that happen? And if it's already birthed, how do we make it happen greater? And just really ratify that it's real, because it is real. This non-physical is real. And you're only one clearing, one blessing away from it all cracking open. But anyway, let's get into how to turn it around even when you can't. Now, if you're in a place where it's like all crushed in, you don't have, you don't feel like there's, source out there, or belief, or God, or anything that's just all crushed in, that's time for a spiritual 911. That's not for this. This is when you still got agency, you still like, you got your dreams, you want to do them, but you don't feel good. You feel crappy, right? And it gets like, well, just be grateful. I don't want to be grateful. I don't feel like being grateful. I don't want to be positive. It's like you don't feel like it. You want to. You'd like, it'd be nice to have those feelings, but you don't feel that way, and it's not like, oh, flip a switch, just feel that way. And it's just, so what do you do when you're in that kind of place? That's when we play the choose game, the magic of choose. And I want you to kind of think of this. Because sometimes, there are dark forces out there. There's dark forces in play, and they could be on you. They could got you, right? And that's where it's coming from, right? So I want you to kind of think like that could possibly be it. If you want some dark force training stuff, send me a comment, say, hey, get it out now. We've got oh my gosh, every day, I'm putting out a video. We've got a course coming at the end of the week on Friday. Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's a challenge. It's less of a course, more of a challenge, and it's awesome. You're going to love it. So make sure you tune in for that. But hey, let's talk about how do we turn this around, right? You're feeling crummy, or you're not completely tapped out where you need to do a spiritual 911, but you're feeling kind of crummy, and we play the choose game. And that's what I'm saying. So go back to think there's dark forces, because maybe that's what's going on, right? And that might help you kind of muster for this, right? And think they're holding you down, pushing you down, right? And and you can't get into that place of gratitude, or, a place of awe, or a place of wonder, or a place of happiness, but you could choose to. You could say, I choose to be happy. Doesn't mean you're going to feel it. Doesn't mean you have to feel it right away. But you say, I'm using my will to choose to be happy. I choose to feel love. I choose to feel grateful. I choose to feel blessed. And loop on that. And have the feelings, and you can ratify, because there's nothing wrong. It's not like that's a big thing of there's almost it's like you're broken if you're feeling it bad. Or you're broken if you ever have a bad day, or feel crummy, or, I feel depressed, or that's just a natural response to a condition that you happen to be in, whether it's a dark forces coming at you and implanting in there, or actually holding you back from these magic gifts, and you've got a sense of I got all this wonder inside, but my life isn't manifesting all that wonder. And that is that gap is depressing. That gap can make you sad, or it could be a grief of I lost a friend and I feel bad about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Your brain's not doing something, or your mind, so to speak, isn't doing something wrong because you're having these feelings. So it's kind of pushing back of but I choose to be happy. I choose to be in joy. And I'm ratifying I'm not in joy right now, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with me. And that doesn't mean, I'm creating this horrible future for myself. There's none of that. But you can just say, I choose. I do want to lift out of it, right? And I choose to be happy. I put my will towards happiness. Whatever might be going on is going on. It's fine. But I'm choosing to be happy. Not I have to change my behavior. I've got to do all this radical stuff and make myself be that way. No. Just simply, I choose to be happy. And kind of almost in defiance. Think of like all these demons are pushing you down, holding you down, right? You can't get up, but you can say, I choose to be standing in my mind, right? Almost just a defiance to them. I choose to be standing. I choose to be happy. I choose to feel love. I choose to feel blessed. I choose to be connected to God. I choose to feel source. I choose to have miracles happening in my life right now. And just choose. Just play the choose game. That's when you can't turn it around, don't feel like turning around. It's like, I'm going to choose. You know? And if you need to do like the little bit defiant game, I'm like, think of like dark forces or something to push against and be like, yeah, I'm going to choose. Because, you know, I'm going to be in a light and I can choose to be happy. I might not feel it right now. You know, I might not have the life conditions that support that. That's fine. But I can choose. You know, I can choose to be victorious. You know, maybe I had an accountability and I've fallen through on that. Like, you know, I can choose to stand back up. I can choose to get back on the bandwagon. I can choose to make a decision. And maybe you don't feel like you got that like power to be like, I decide, and you put a stake in the ground and, you know, because that's kind of what you need to do to charge forward in the physical world. But the non-physical world, when it cracks open, you got that. Like, it's just boom, you'll get lifted with it. And maybe you're not feeling that. That's okay. Like, I choose to be lifted. I choose to have my gift show up. I choose to be on fire, right? And it's just a choose game. And you can do as much to get fired up about it, but you don't even have to be. You just be like, I just choose. And if you don't feel like you can get fired up, I choose to be fired up. Just choose. It doesn't mean choose, change your behavior. You have to feel the emotion and you have to do all that. No, it's just simply choose. Just saying, I choose to feel happy. And you could be as sad and upset as you want and say, I choose to feel happy. And you can still feel bad. It's not wrong enough to invalidate those feelings. You got those. Let the non-physical, let source, let them work their magic to where you lift out of that. You get what you need to get from those feelings, right? Because there's nothing wrong with them. And they're probably directing you and it's fine. It might feel crappy to have them. I get it. It feels terrible. But you can still have agency where you say, well, I choose for this to lift. Doesn't mean it happens immediately. It could. It could. It could happen quicker because you're choosing it. But that's all you got to do is say, I choose. I choose to have this good in my life. I choose to have that good in my life. I choose to be free from that toxic thought. I choose to be free from that toxic relationship. I choose. I choose. It doesn't mean you have to feel it right now, but you can choose. Just, I choose. And then you could choose to press the like button. If this helped, please throw a like because it does help push it out to more people that might be in the same boat of like kind of feeling stuck, right? But you could choose to be unstuck. And then you know you're taking actions right in this moment, even if you don't feel like it, that you're actually taking powerful actions to bringing about that life that you want. Even if you're not feeling it, even if you can't get pumped up, even if you can't do all the things that you're probably been told that you have to do to create the life. No, I choose. I choose to be inspired. I choose for that to show up. And let that show up. Not like, let that like, oh, you've got to do all these things to let, no, just let, like, just be an allowance that, okay, I choose it. And, you know, and I can even choose to be hopeful that's going to show up. You don't have to force it to show up, because when it shows up, it'll show up. And you'll be like, whoa, it showed up. I feel amazing. I'm so happy I chose, right? But you can still choose and feel and not invalidate how you're feeling right now. If you're feeling crappy, fine. Hopefully you're not feeling crappy right now. Hopefully you're feeling better, great, or awesome. But you have that little in your back pocket, you know? So when you're feeling crappy, you can just start choosing. And be like, I'm just going to start choosing stuff. I don't care how I'm feeling, but I'm going to start choosing. So hopefully that helped. Until we talk again, have a blessed day or a blessed night.